Thank you for joining us here on click2houston.com. Keep those umbrellas with you all afternoon long. Our rain chances are going up. We're still tracking some heavier showers at the coast, but the flash flood watch that was in effect this morning has actually been canceled early, so it's looking pretty good. The heaviest rain this morning really remained offshore. Here in Houston, we'll have a 50% chance of rainfall this afternoon. That's going to keep our temps down a little more comfortable today. We'll continue to have our afternoon highs in the 80s, and then once we get closer to 8 p.m., those showers and storms that do pop off will pull out of our forecast. The heaviest rain will be locked up along the coast, an 80% chance of rainfall today for our coastal counties. The farther you move off to the north and west, those rain chances come down. So about 50% here in the metro area, down to 30% as you get closer to Brenham. We are expecting the possibility of 2 to 4 inches of rain at the coast. Again, the heaviest remaining offshore. Here in town, maybe a quarter to a half an inch. But take a look in our north counties, our inland counties, closer to Grimes, Walker, Montgomery County, maybe a splash and dash shower. That's pretty much it. In the tropics, we're tracking a few things. We have Hurricane Gaston, a major Category 3 hurricane this morning. That's not going to be impact to land, so we're really focusing on 2 tropical depressions. Tropical Depression 8, closer to the Outer Banks. That's expected to brush the Outer Banks during the day on Wednesday, but then curve back out to sea. So actually might not make an official landfall, but dangerous rip currents and some nasty weather across the Outer Banks. Now, closer to us, we're focusing on Tropical Depression 9. Both of these systems are expected to strengthen to tropical storms. The names would be Hermine and also Ian. Whichever one forms first gets to take the H name. So as we're tracking Tropical Depression 9, we're expecting this to strengthen into a tropical storm over the next 24 hours. It's going to continue to hook off towards Florida. So again, not really looking like a direct threat for the U.S. Definitely not. Sorry, guys, I got to redo. I meant to say Texas, but that's not going to work. Sorry. Okay. Are they still good, Glenn? Yeah. Okay. Take 2. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining us here on click2houston.com. Keep those umbrellas close all afternoon long. We have a 50% chance of rainfall this afternoon here in Houston, but that coastal flash flood watch has actually been canceled, so good news there. We're still going to have a good chance of rain, though, and that's going to keep our temperatures in the 80s. An 80% chance of rain for our coastal counties. As you continue to work off to the north and west, those chances do drop. So out by College Station, also Huntsville, your rain chance is about 20 to 30% for today. You can see our computer models really favor the coast, about 2 to 3 inches of rain, maybe isolated spots up to 4. Here in town, a quarter to a half an inch, and farther off to the north and west, maybe just a 1/10 to a quarter of an inch of rain for today. In the tropics, we have a lot going on. We have Hurricane Gaston, a major hurricane this morning, but no impact to land. Otherwise, we're focusing on 2 tropical depressions that will strengthen to tropical storms over the next 24 hours. Their names will be Hermine and then Ian. Whichever one forms first gets to take the H name. First, let's talk about Tropical Depression 8. That is off the Carolina coastline. We're expecting it to brush the Outer Banks, but then hook off to the north and east. So more limited impacts, but definitely some dangerous rip currents. And also we could see some stormy conditions during the day on Wednesday. It's going to be well out of there before the Labor Day weekend. Closer to us, we have Tropical Depression 9. This system also is going to become a tropical storm. And then we're expecting it to take a little bit of a hook towards Florida. Again, we have a system in the Great Lakes that will prevent it from coming to southeast Texas. So that's not a direct impact for us, but Florida, it's going to be a big deal. We're expecting it to make landfall during the day on Thursday. Torrential heavy rain, flooding is going to be the major concern. So here's a look at the setup. You see this little dip here in the jet stream? That is what is protecting us from what is now Tropical Depression 9. Again, we are expecting it to turn into a tropical storm that's going to get lifted out by that system dropping from the Great Lakes. For us, we have high pressure building in behind it. That's going to clear out our skies and also crank up the heat. So our rain chance is 50% for today, down to 40% for Tuesday. By the time we get to Friday, maybe just a pop-up shower in the afternoon, and we are back to the mid-90s. So far, our Labor Day weekend is looking good. Definitely looking like the summer, though. We will be in the mid-90s for this weekend.